Hey everybody, how's it going? Bear with me for just a second. I realized I forgot to set my camera into my, I don't even know what the dang thing's called. The thing that holds the camera. Let me put it in here real quick so it's going to be wobbly, but hello and welcome. Oh my gosh, I'm hitting all the wrong buttons. Sorry, are you there? See, this is pro tip. Set this up before you hit live, Margaret. There. Okay, there we go. Now let's see. I'm zooming in for you. I wonder if that made you really dizzy. Hello, everybody. How are you today? My name is Margaret, and tonight I'm doing something a little different, and I'm trying to set this up a little bit differently. So I know it's a bit clunky. Hang on. Let me get this pulled up so I can see. There we go. So I am trying something a little bit different here. So there might be a little bit of a lag on my other end. Hang on. If you're new here, welcome. I promise it's not always this clunky, but it may always be this awkward. But I'm glad that you're here. So let me see if I've got this. There's a little bit of a lag, but that's okay. All right. So I thought I would do something different tonight where I went through some keywords for jewelry for you guys. I'm going to line it up a little bit better. I'm watching it on my computer. Those of you that do this live all the time might know how to do this better than I do. But anyway, so what I thought we would do is take a look at some rings and some jewelry that I've got that I'm looking at it, trying to make it better. And talk about keywords, because that's one of the questions I get a lot from new sellers especially, is like, how do I write keywords? I don't know what to describe things as. So I thought we would take a look at some of the rings that I've got that I'm going to be listing, and we can talk about what kinds of things we put in the listing, and also enjoy some really pretty rings, you know? Okay. So, if you're new here, again, welcome. I would love to have you subscribe. My name is Margaret, and I make money to help support my family by selling on eBay and Etsy. And one of the things I like to sell is jewelry, because it's small and you can get it for relatively cheap. So this is just a little bit of the rings that I have. But hello, everybody. Thank you for coming to hang out tonight. I really appreciate it. Go over there and hit that thumbs up button. So, let's say you're just getting started, and I know I've got a lot of people that are really interested in getting started in selling jewelry, and you want to know where to start. So let's say you pick up some rings, and you're like, I think these are good, but I don't know what to say about this ring. I don't know anything about it. So let's talk about, some of the rings I have here and why I picked them up. Some came in different lots, and some I picked up at garage sales. I wish I could remember all of them and where I got them all. But anyway, they're all unique and cool, and I think people would like them. So that's why I got them. So this one came in a lot that I got, and it's I guess I'll just start with that one. It is a mood ring. I'm holding it up. Hopefully, I'm looking at the screen so you can see a little bit better. Do I need to hang on? Give me 1 second. I'm trying to make sure I've got I'm zoomed in and y'all can see what I'm holding up. There. Okay. My ring light is going to make a circle on it to make it super difficult for you to see. There is a heart in there, and it is a mood ring, so it will change colors if you wear it. I found out because I wore it around one day. So this ring, I just thought it was really interesting, and it did come in a lot. So if when I list this, some of the keywords that I'm definitely going to share is it's an adjustable ring. So that's something that when you're listing rings, you need to make sure to let the buyer know if it's adjustable, which means like it can be made into a different size. Also, right, mood rings are so fun, Christine. Also, there we go. I let them know like if it is silver or not. Now this ring, I'm not 100% sure. It looks kind of tarnished like silver. However, I see some green over here. I don't know if you can see that too. I'm going to jump in the chat in a second, but I feel like I'm juggling over here with all the different stuff. But I'll come look in the chat in a second. So while I'm at this, let's talk about the tools that I need. So one of the tools that is really important if you're going to sell jewelry are items that are going to measure the jewelry. So this is a ring sizer. Or, yeah, I think that's what you call it. If there's a more specific name for this, y'all jump in the chat and let me know. But anyway, along the side, you'll see like the different numbers, and that tells you what size the ring is. So this ring, even though it's adjustable, I still put a size, you know, and so I'll put like, it's size 7 at the adjustment, you know, where I took the picture. So they'll know like, okay, it might fit me. I can make it bigger or smaller based on that. So if you're interested, I think I have a link down below for ring sizers. Another thing is a loop to make sure, you know, to see if there's any, I must have another window open. Sorry, I'll have to look at that in a second. To see if there's any marks or anything on the inside, because it really helps zoom in, especially if you're getting to be an age like me, where, you know, 40 something years. And then also a magnet. Now, I get a lot of questions about the magnet. Hang on. If you can't, I'm looking over, like, okay, I need to scoot up a little bit more so you can see. As you can see, this adjustable ring is attracted to the magnet, so it's not going to be sterling silver. So I'm looking now, is it just the adjustable part, or is this part as well? Look, this part is not, it's automatically jumping to the ring part. But I can see some green here, so I don't really think it's going to be silver. So what would I put, since I can't say, you know, that it's sterling silver? So when I list the ring, some of the keywords I'm going to do is talk about the material, which is, I'm going to say silver tone. Then I'll talk about, you know, another part of the material is the stone, if it has a stone, and I'll put, you know, it's a mood ring. Then another thing that I want to make sure that I talk about is the era, if I can tell what era it is. See, this part right here makes me think it's silver. So I'm like, do I test it or not? This green, I wonder if that green is just something else that's just on there. I don't know. Maybe I'll look at it closer, but I wonder if it was broken and somebody made it into this ring. It's interesting. Anyway, so generally I would have thought like mood rings were like 60s to 80s, and that, I mean, they still make them now, but this one looks really unique and almost like handmade. Like, look at these notches along the side. So when I see stuff like this, it looks kind of handmade, but not really well done. Something I might put as a keyword is kind of like rustic or primitive style. And then, you know, then I'll describe what else it has, which is the color and the heart. So I'll say, you know, it's blue-green mood ring with a heart. What are some other things, you guys? I feel like I'm forgetting stuff. Ring mandrel, that's what it's called. Thank you, Christine. I was like, what is this? I can't think of what this thing is called. It's a ring sizey thing. We'll get technical. Let's see. I'm trying to think what else I put in there. I put description. I put era if I know it. And if I don't, another thing to do, like if you're like, oh, I really need some more descriptive words for this, you can go into my group. I have a group called Texas Gals Jewelry Lovers on Facebook, and drop in the picture. Don't just drop a picture in and go like, what do you call this? What is it? You drop a picture in and say, look, this is what I've looked up. this is what I've got so far. Help me build on that. So I might drop this ring in and say, hey guys, you know, I really want to fill out my keywords, but this is what I've got: adjustable, silver tone, mood ring with a heart, blue and green colors. Gosh, I feel like I could add some other keywords to really get it found, because that's the key, right? That's the name of the game, is getting your items found on eBay and Etsy so you can sell them. I don't know. Okay, I'm looking in the chat. Let me pull this over here. You get to go in timeout while I read the comments or the chat over here. How are we doing? Can you see that? Can you see that? There we go. What's my mood? There. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna look in the chat and say, hey everybody, thanks for watching all. Indigo Periwinkle is there. Hi Karen and Christine. Hello White Husky Puppy. Thanks for coming. Hi Kimberly. First live show, and like I know, right? It's been a long time. Hello Lena. Hello. And I see a name I'm not sure how to say. I'm just gonna say MJ because those are the letters that stand out in the middle. Hello Peyton's Place. Hello. New here. Who else do we have? We have Bob Mallory. Thanks for coming. I'm scrolling. I'm so happy that you guys came. Oh, you sold one today, a mood ring, Karen. Nice. what is old is new again, right? Things are coming back around. Oh, thanks. I got the nails done today, y'all. So they're called, they're not the mermaid ones, but they're kind of like that. But they go from blue to green. I wonder if you're only seeing the green part. But they also, I'm going to be on Thelma's channel tomorrow at 1 Central. So maybe you'll be able to see the blue part tomorrow. Okay. I can try White Husky about getting my kids on for the merch, but yeah, we'll see. Okay, so I'm going to come back to this. And that's the good thing about listings is that once you've listed it, it doesn't mean you can't edit it. So if you are, you've listed it and you think of another keyword or you come across something else, you can always go in and edit the title to add that in. Another thing I do, which I don't know how to do. See, this is the only downside because I'm recording on my phone, is that I'll go into Google and I'll do a Google search. I won't be able to share with you though. That's the only thing. And I'll type in mood ring, silver tone, primitive, I don't know, primitive, rustic, parts, and just kind of see if anything similar pops up. And like, because most of the mood ring things I see are more like kind of cheapy. But I think if I did a little more digging, I would be able to find something like this. Okay. Yes. All right, I'm looking back in the chat. Okay, so there's that one. So we'll put that over to the side. Let me get a sip of my water. Thank you. Okay, so the next thing, let's see what's next here. Let's go ahead and go with this one. So this is one that I would have definitely picked up. This, I think, came in a marcasite lot that I got from Shop Goodwill. Oh, you can't, hang on, I'm trying to get there. I need to put a big X on my table. So I'm like, right here, Margaret, that's the center. So anyway, this one is a marcasite ring, and marcasites are these little gray stones that they have like cut, and they look sparkly and they're really pretty, and usually, not always, but many times they're set in silver. Most of the time I see them, they're set in silver. So we'll talk about the style in a second, but there are a lot of people who love marcasite, myself included, and I can see a little stamp in here. That's another thing when I'm looking for jewelry. I'll look for a little stamp, even if I can't tell what it is and I don't have my loop. That will be a clue for me. I'm looking at it now. It says Edco, E-D-C-O. Now, if I was out and about, I might have thought it was just like, oh, it says sterling or it says something else, but it doesn't. It says Edco. I also am looking for any tarnish, because like the outside part might be tarnished, or that sometimes when you see things, I always call it an undercarriage, and you'll have to correct me because I always get it wrong. But I can't, for whatever reason, my brain won't let me stop thinking undercarriage. Like a car. So anyway, the part that's like underneath, you know, the ring. So a lot of times with silver rings, this part will be all tarnished up. Let me see, this one probably is. This one is a little bit, you can kind of, you're falling. That one kind of is a little bit under there. Let's see if my nails are out of the way. Let me find another one and see if it's got, I'm just going to make a mess of things really. Because the reason it is under there sometimes really tarnished, because your finger's not rubbing on it and all that. So that's another really good place to look. Oh, here you go. You can see it really well on this one. I'll move my fingers out of the way. So you see on this one how it's really gray inside in there, because that's, if you are my seasoned sellers, you probably already know this. So bear with the newbies because I'm trying to help some people's out. So you'll see that inside there like that. So you'll know, oh, okay, it's tarnished up really good, because this is the part that rubs on your finger. And so that's going to be all rubbed off. Okay. But this one doesn't have it. So it makes me wonder, is it silver? I don't know. So that's when I pull out my handy dandy magnet and I'm going to poke it. And look. There's a little bit of a pull. Let me see if I can pull it again over here. Oh, was there? There's a little pull. Okay. I'm trying to tell if it's gravity or if it's pulling. I feel like there's a tiny pull when I do it, but then it's so slight. There is a little bit of a pull. Anyway, because it doesn't have a mark. Now, here's what I would do. If I was new and I didn't have a jewelry testing kit yet, and I was getting into jewelry, I would go get one right now. So, because knowing if this is silver or not could make a difference in the price. So, if this is just silver tone metal and not sterling silver, then the price could be definitely different. So, I would definitely look up the stamp Edco. I don't know that, Edco. And type in marcasite. So let's pretend like it's not sterling silver. So how would I describe this ring? What would I do? So first I'm going with color. So color is silver tone. I can kind of see, oh look, right here. Hang on, hold your horses. Yeah, okay. So when I'm looking at the back part, this is something else. Like when you're looking at the part that really gets worn, so when people wear rings, it's like this. So the back part of the ring here is the part that like really gets rubbed and messed up and cut, and you're like grabbing stuff. And so this part right here, when you look at it on the outside and on the inside, it'll start wearing away. If it's not silver or gold or some kind of like solid metal, if it's coated. So if I take my loop, as I was putting it on, I could see like right there, I could see where the silver tone had rubbed away, and it's kind of like got this copper like base metal underneath it. So right away I know now, okay, I don't have to bother testing it because I see that. So I know, can you guys see that? I hope you can. All right. You looked it up, and some rings show up from JTV, but they still sell for up to $50. Oh, that's nice to know. Sometimes sometimes the style, it doesn't even matter. Like I've sold rings where the back was all like this, the rubbing was all done, like gone, all done. You know, it didn't have any of the silver tone left, but the front was so awesome, it didn't matter. You know what I mean? So, because people are like, oh, nobody's going to see the back side anyway, they're going to see the front. So that's good. Okay, so I know that it is silver tone now. And I'll just make sure when I list it to note, like there's a little bit of rubbing back here. I'll make sure to take a picture of it, but it's not visible from the front, right? Thank you so much, Marianne. And thank you for popping in. I'll check back in the chat after I do this ring. So color, silver tone, and then also I'll put something in there about gray, and you'll look at the stone, and just like over here, you know, this one didn't have a stone, but it is a mood ring. So over here, I'll say marcasite. And then I might say something about the size of the ring, because it is almost a knuckle ring, because it's quite large. Like this part, it's not quite a knuckle ring, but I'll make sure that I put something about it being big, because some people might want like, oh, do I have another marcasite ring here? Let me see if oh, it's on the floor, darn it. Because a lot, you know, sometimes they're a little dainty marcasite ring, and sometimes somebody wants a big one. So then also, I'll talk about the style of this, and I know that this looks kind of like an Art Nouveau style, because it's got like the curves, the curly cues. Another thing that I might also put is that it kind of looks like a cross. So if I'm looking at it straight down, it kind of looks like you can see like here and here. So I might put something about a cross, because maybe somebody's looking for a cross. Marcasite ring. And then another thing, it's a stretch, but I might even put in fleur-de-lis, because the top part kind of looks like a fleur-de-lis a little bit. So it might be worth the stretch to throw that keyword in there. Maybe not in the title, but maybe in the description, or if I'm on Etsy, maybe in my tags or something like that. Okay, let me look in the chat. So yeah, throw out more ideas, because definitely I might forget something. You think Art Deco? So Art Deco, Art Nouveau. You think it's more Art Deco than Art Nouveau with the curly cues? Maybe. And then definitely, yeah, the size of the ring. So not only would I put the size that it would be on your finger, which is awfully, you know, well, no judgment, but it's big for me anyway. So it's, you know, not quite a 10, so it's like 9 3/4. But then I will also measure across the top, you know, to let the person know the size of the, what is that called? The top part of the ring. What can we call it? I'm sure there's a name for it. Ooh, scroll work is another one. You know what's another good word? Open work. So scroll work, and open work is just like, you can see it's open, right? Like this one is, I would say, you know, like this one's got like filigree, open work sides. So this one too, I wouldn't necessarily call this filigree, because it's not as fine curls and stuff. Yeah, that's true. Cross may turn off some people, Heather says, but I could put it in my tags like on Etsy. You know what I mean? So I would want to make sure as many people as possible had their eyeballs on it. So if I put it in the tags, then it might be okay. You know? So what else do I see? Shiny. Yeah, I might put shiny. I don't know if you're meaning that as keywords. I probably wouldn't put pretty. Um because I try not to put opiniony words. Opinion word? You know, yeah. I probably would not call it filigree, but I would say open work because it is, you can see open areas. So I'm looking in the chat. Yeah, something subjective, exactly. I wouldn't put like awesome or something like that, but I think it's awesome. Let's see. Okay, what else would I put? So again, another thing that I like to do is I will go and I'll do a search on eBay, on Etsy, and just in straight Google, Art Nouveau, filigree, not filigree, Art Nouveau, hematite, not hematite, marcasite. Hematite's the gray stone like that. Marcasite ring, and see what other keywords people are using. Oh, you were joking. Okay. Okay, so there we go. So this one gets to come over here now too. Let me take another sip and I'll look in the chat. And y'all, Daniel is being a little toot. Look, he's playing with Pancake. This is Pancake's skunk toy. And it was in a little basket and Daniel yanked it out. So Daniel's over here. Well, he just took off because I took the toy away. So he ran away. But when he comes back, I'll show you. Okay, so ready? Hello, everybody. Thank you for coming. Oh dear. Let's see. Let me close my Facebook because it keeps going bong at me. I hope everybody's doing well. I've been working on listing shirts lately, so I think that's why I'm like trying to switch gears. I've got to have a better schedule. Like some certain days is for shirts, and some certain days is for listing jewelry and stuff. Okay. Oh, here we go. What's next? What do you want to look at next? What do you think? If you saw all these rings and you could only pick one, I'm going to try to get it where you can see. Which one would you like? Oh, you're at a garage sale, but you only have $1. And the lady's like, all these rings are $1. What are you going to buy? You can only pick one. Which one do you pick? What do you think? Which one do you think would bring you? Which one would you pick to resell and which one would you pick for you? You're like, this one's for me. Or this one's for resale. Oh, wow. Everybody's so different in there. Yeah. Ooh. Isn't it cool? All right. Okay. Painting is so good with keywords, y'all. Okay, the Russian Finny Fit ring. Oh my gosh, which one is that? I don't even. This one. Is this the one you're talking about? Okay, green one for reselling. Oval top right. Jamie green one. Citrine in the silver. Oh, what is it gonna be? Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, let's do this one. Because that's a good keyword. That Finny Fit? Is that what you call that? You're so good with keywords. Oh my gosh. Peyton is in the group. She's really good with keywords. Yeah, Tiger's Eye for you, Enamel. Y'all, one of these things in this box is a designer brand jewelry that goes for pretty good money. It's a really trendy brand. And I wonder if you guys are going to be able to find the diamond in the rough. That's a big hint. I'm not so good at this. Don't put me in the interrogation room. Okay. So, Finny Fit enamel. It's Russian. Okay. So this part right here. I knew this was an enamel ring, and I knew it was I knew there was a name for it, but I couldn't think of what it was called. So yeah. So what would if I didn't know it was called that? Am I saying that right? Finny Fit? Hopefully so. Hello, El Paso. How are you, Laura? Here's how I would describe it, and then I would go to the group and say, hey, Peyton, help me. So I would say it's almost got a cameo style to it, right? But it's not. So I would say painted enamel ring, rose, because I'm talking about what do I see? I see this oval. I see a pink rose enamel ring. Okay. Well, Finny Fit sounds fun to say, so let's do that. Finnift. Oh, there's not an extra I in there. I don't have my glasses on. Finift? Well, I'm going to say Finifit for now because it's more fun. But that's going to make me spell it wrong. Oh, gosh. Okay. Let me practice this again. Finift. Wait, let's Google it because Google will tell me how to say it. Thank you, Google. Finift. There it is. How do I say it? Pronunciation. Pronunciation. Come on now. Let's see. Pronunciation. Oh gosh. Usually there's like a thing that'll like pop it right up and it will help me to say the word. Oh well, darn it. Nope. Okay. Well, we'll figure it out. Okay. So here we go. So then another thing I would say is that it is filigree. So it's got this, and there's another name for this type of filigree too, which I cannot remember. Maybe somebody in the group, ask Siri. Oh, Siri. Oh, Siri's busy right now because you're on it. My phone is up here. I can't ask it. Oh, it means enamel. How sweet. Okay. You picked the name burn ring. Yeah, so and then along the edge, there's this kind of rope work. This has a name too, which I can't think of what it's called right now. Chantilly. Is that, or is it are you saying Chantilly or is it something else? Or is that what you're trying to say? Are you trying to say Chantilly? Canatilly? Well, anyway, maybe it's Chantilly that you're trying to say. I'm not sure. Okay, so if you're not, then say no, I'm saying that wrong. But this is why Texas Gals Jewelry Lovers is such an awesome group, because everybody is super good at helping out with keywords and stuff. Like, I would go in and be like, oh, you guys, I would Google it first. And then if I couldn't figure out the name of this type of filigree, I would say, y'all, what is this filigree called? I've been racking my brain. Spanish lace. There we go. Yeah. Okay, good. So there's that. Then also, there's a name for this style where it like the sides like branch out like this. Look at me. I'm so good at like telling you. I know there's a name for this, but I don't know what it is right now. But you know what? That's okay. I think just knowing is half the battle, and then being able to go and ask. You know what I mean? Okay. So also, I'm going to look at the back and try to decide if it's silver or if it's like a silver mix. Because sometimes, for some reason, it makes me, just the look of it makes me think it's maybe not sterling silver, but maybe a different grade of silver. But I do see, as you can probably see, the tarnish inside. Can you see the tarnish inside? But I can't tell if my eyes are deceiving me, but I feel like I see some green in there too, which I don't normally think sterling gets verdigris, which makes me think that there's some other, there must be some copper or something in there. Because if you look on the inside of this ring, all along the inside of the filigree part is got some green. And even down here, you can see some green. So I need to make sure that I clean it up really, really well. And let's get my magnet. Yeah, I can see more. The more I'm looking at it in the light, the more green I can see down there. So what I'm going to do right now, until I figure out, like, is that, I don't think it's verdigris on silver. I think it might just be from maybe a copper in the mixed metal, I hope. But until I find out for sure, I don't want it to be with the rest of my jewelry because it can be like a virus that spreads. So I would clean it up. Some people ask, like, when do you clean the jewelry? I would definitely clean it. Yeah. If you see anything you want, message me because I sell things out of videos all the time. 900 silver or 800. Yeah, definitely. It even has that look. What do you think, Peyton, about that? What do you think about the green in there? Do you think it's just the other percentage of the silver is probably got some copper in it? Or do you, because I didn't think silver usually got verdigris. So, I don't know. So, yeah, it may just be from the copper. But I don't want to, I want to double check. So, we're going to put it over here. Okay, you picked the disease one. All right, so next up, let's take a look. I was talking, let's see how long we've been at this. We'll do a couple more, and then I'll save some to do another day. So let's pick a couple more, but I'll show you which one is the name brand one in just a second. Which one is the designer one? Is making you crazy. This one is the designer one. Let's see if this one down here. Where is it? This one right here. So this one, where did I get this, y'all? I can't even. Was it in the bottom of a? I think this was in the bottom of a jewelry jar. And I was like, oh no, I think I know what this is. Here's my shoulders going up and down, like in my shoulder dance. So first of all, you can see how tarnished it is. So it's totally silver. Let me rub. So you can kind of see that it's silver. But there's a brand that does charm rings. They're very well known for their charms. Hint, hint. So yeah, it's got a little loop on it for a charm ring. And so any more guesses? They're very well known for their silver, and they do charm, like dangle charm rings. So this one, oh, it's a super gross bag. It is James Avery, yes. So when I saw it, I was like, oh, I think I know what this is. It is a James Avery charm ring. So on the inside, it does say Avery. And yeah, so there's that. What does it say on the other side? So that was a big win. I love finding James Avery. Oh, S-T-E-R, so star. Never heard of it. Oh my gosh. So yeah, James Avery. It's huge in Texas. Maybe that's why. But because they're from Texas. But yeah, so that's a James Avery charm ring. And this ring right here will probably sell, I'm guessing around $30. Most likely in that range. 30 to, they still sell them, I think. But yeah, this one will probably sell, I'll have to double check, but probably at least $30. I can't tell if that was a cat. My kids are laying down, so I don't think it was the kids. So there's that. And then, so if I were to list this, of course I would put James Avery. Another thing, people that like James Avery sometimes abbreviate it to JA. So I would put James Avery charm ring, kind of a pinky size. I might put pinky because it's very small. I don't know if it would be a child size, but it's small. Let me look at it, because now that I'm like, I think that's right. James Avery charm ring. Just plain ring. I think they still sell them. Oh, I see one on Mercari up for sale for $25 without any charms in it. Is that the only one I'm finding? Y'all, I know they're out there, so for whatever reason, I'm seeing some that have a charm on it. I see it. Okay, that's the same one, Mercari. Ones that have a charm on it, you know, about $50 or more even. I don't see another one without the charm right now, but I'm just doing a Google search. Can y'all see anything? Did I just leave y'all hanging? Nope, there we go. Oh, Kaylee says she sold one for $45. Karen, that's a good question. Okay, so as far as silver goes, sometimes yes, sometimes no. Here, I'll give you an example. So like this silver ring, no, I'm not going to clean it because it's got a little tarnish, but just enough to make it look like, okay, it's cool. It's got some character. So if it's got just a little bit of tarnish, I leave it because some people really like that. Like this one, I'm not going to clean. This one right here, I won't clean that. But this James Avery one, I will probably polish it up some. I'm not going to polish it like to a high sheen, like that. But I'll polish it up a little bit just because most people that I know that wear James Avery stuff, for the most part, like it a little bit on the shinier side. Sometimes there are some pieces that are tarnished, that look nice tarnished. But I'll probably clean it up a bit because this one looks pretty dark. So when it's getting to be dark like this, yeah, it might be time to clean it up just a bit. So there's that one. Yoo-hoo! Sometimes the little ones go for big money. All right. So let's see. Let's try one more, and then I'm gonna, you did not polish it at all. Sweet. Okay, so let's see, what other one do you guys want to talk about tonight? This was, we had silver tone, silver. It's like, do I want to go for the big money, or not big money, but for like the hardcore like keywords, or what do you think? I'm looking in the chat to see what if anybody's throwing. You never found any Avery in Delaware yet. Oh no. So what do you guys think? I've got that. All right, let's do the big one. I'm going for it. Okay. So here's one, and I think this is something that a lot of our friends shy away from because it's got a stone, and you might not know what the stone is. And actually, on this one, I know the stone, and it's escaping my thought processes because I don't think it's rose quartz. Correct me if I'm wrong. Originally, you know, when I first saw it, I thought maybe, but the gray parts on the top and the bottom. So this is one I'm like, I'm gonna have to go double check the pink stone with the gray. Rhodonite. I think that's what it's called. There are so many stones, you guys, that it's just like, some people are super good at remembering them all. I cannot remember them all the time. It's like my brain, yeah, that's it. Rhodonite. It's got the pink and the gray. And I'm probably saying it wrong too. And some people tell me. But don't shy away from them, especially if you see them for a good price. I mean, natural stone, not just natural stone, but stone jewelry is something that is just one of my go-to. I love it because other people love it. People have stones that they love, and they look for that, and that's their jam, and they want to go out and buy it all in the world. They want it all in their house and on their hands and on their ears and on their necks and all over their body. So there's somebody out there that wants that. So don't shy away from it. Be like, I don't know how I'm going to sell that. Just do a little research. You just type in pink and gray stone ring, and something will pop up. And then if you don't, and it doesn't, then rhodochrosite, and I'm sure I'm saying it wrong. Rhodonite. I'm looking in the thing. There's a stone rhodonite, but maybe rhodochrosite. What's the difference between rhodonite and crosite? Rhodonite is a pink-red color with veins or rods in it, or black manganese oxide. Rhodochrosite is typically more pink than red with white swirls of manganese carbonate. I pulled that right out of my brain. And if you believe me, don't believe me. I read it off the internet. Hi, Neville. So yeah, so this one does have some more like kind of white in it. So it's one of those. Let's see, what did we say? Boop, boop, boop. White swirls, rhodochrosite. There you go. Okay, so I would pick this. I would definitely put pink. Now I might also put pink natural stone or pink stone because somebody else might not remember what it's called either. So make sure you put, you know, pink stone ring, and it's got a nice teardrop shape. If there's another shape for that, then you could say, what other shape? If I do it this way, it looks like a teardrop. If I do it this way, it's almost like a shield, but I don't know. And then you could talk about the rope surrounding it. It's kind of got a native style, but you can't say it's Native American because there's no, you know, tribe marking on it. You could say it's kind of like a Southwest style because of this. What else? It's big. It's large. Hello. Oh, thank you, Thelma. What other keywords would you guys use for this? So it's definitely, would you call that a knuckle ring? It goes up to my knuckle, so it's very large, big. My brain is just slowing down. I would definitely put it's Mark 925. Something about it, though, makes me feel like it's not. Like, for some reason, I feel like it's lying to me. And it's not. I don't know what it is. I think it's the way this metal is done in the back. Maybe it's just because it's not done like really well. I mean, maybe it's a piece that somebody made that was like a novice or something like that. Flower petal shape. Oh, nice. Most likely it's out of India. Oh, that makes sense. Because it doesn't, you know, it's not as refined, the lines as far as, you know, the soldering points along there. So even though it's not like super, what I would say like, oh, it's so well made, you know, it's not. But I still think somebody would really get into it because of the size of the stone and the shape and everything. It's beautiful. So there's that. Indian sterling can be fake. Definitely test it. Oh, I will. Yeah, I mean, when I'm looking at it, and once you get, you know, you guys that are new to jewelry, once you get looking at stuff, you're like, there's something like my gut's like, I don't know, it doesn't feel quite right. It doesn't look quite right. Like the way that this is cut is so sharp. And just the, like, if you can see what I'm talking about, the part where the ring part is cut off here to be soldered onto there. Like there's something about it that just makes me feel like, oh, I don't know that that's really silver. Something, or sterling silver, even though it's marked 925. So that's another thing too. You can't always trust the stamp, because sometimes, you know, stamps are cheap. That's what my gold guy told me. Stamps are cheap. Somebody can make a ring and stamp it anything they want. You can go buy a stamp and fake something, right? Okay, so there's that one. Those are all over Mercari and Parse. Are they really? Well, darn. I think it's pretty though. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like the fake's coming out of it. I think it's really pretty though. I don't know. So I can't guesstimate a price on that because of that too. All right, let's do one more. I'm gonna look that at Roto. Did I say hi to you, Thelma? Hi, Thelma. In my brain, I did. I don't know if it came out of my mouth though. That's the only problem. Sometimes. Roto Crozite ring, teardrop. I'm googling. Okay, I see one kind of similar. Yeah, I mean, I think I'm looking real fast. Depending, I mean, some of them are nicer quality that I'm looking at as well. So, I don't know. I'm probably looking at anywhere from $25 to $50, depending on what else I see out there. But yeah, I see some other ones that are, looks like you got a lot of them. Okay, what should I look at next? This guy just won't stay put. He's too wide. You said the stone could be ruby with, okay. All right, ready? What do y'all want to do next? We'll do one more. And then oval green ring. Oval green. This one, you're going to pick the hard ones for me. You're going to pick the hard ones for me. Okay, this is another one that, again, natural stone is something that I gravitate towards. As you can see, there's kind of a bluish color in the center of this green stone as well, which is cool. The only part that's like not cool is, I don't know what the stone is. It's so nice though, isn't it? And then also, this is another one where I'm not 100% about it being sterling for real. It is marked 925 in there. So, okay, let's focus. If I was listing this, I would put blue-green stone, natural stone, oval. I would talk about the rope work around the edge. Green, I'm going to say that name so wrong. Chalcedony. I'm thinking I'm saying that right. And then silver band and so on. So again, I would talk about the style. It's got a native style or a Southwest type style. What other keywords would you put on this? Those of you, chiropraise. Okay, yes. And I think yeah, I'll have to pull out my testing thing to do again because that was always fun. I'm super bad at saying the words, yeah. How do I know if it's natural or man-made? Okay, good question. So usually you can just like feel it. If it's a natural stone, it'll feel cold to the touch. And if it is man-made, or do you mean like lab created? Because that's different. But yeah, if it's, you know, a resin or something else, or, you know, plastic, then it won't feel cold to the touch. So there's that. I'm looking to see what other. Thanks, Heather. The reason that I didn't want to show my face today is because I did not put on any makeup, and we went to the pool, and I look a hot mess. But I wanted to come and see you guys, so I had to decide on a trade-off. Yeah. If I was oval dark green ring, yeah, that's another, like, because if somebody's searching and they're like, I don't remember what that ring's called. What's that stone? You know, but yeah, definitely. Okay. So, I'm going to save this little tray, and we'll come back and we'll do some more of these. And I've got other rings I can list, so, yeah, lab created, they wouldn't not lab create that, yeah. So, we'll come back and we'll talk about some of these other rings on another video, but I really hope that you enjoyed this. And if I missed anything or if I could have elaborated more, please leave a comment and let me know. Because my whole goal is to be able to help people that are, especially new sellers. I love my seasoned jewelry friends, of course. I love them. But I've been getting a lot of messages and comments and things about people like really wanting to get into jewelry, really wanting to learn to sell on eBay more, and I really want to do a little more to help for that, for those people too. So, gotta juggle all my friend balls. Oh, I missed the tiger's eye. You should see this other tiger's eye. Let me just grab it. Hi, Daniel. Oh, if you wait for a second, I'll show you Daniel. Those that left already, they missed. They missed out because I'll put Daniel under here. But I have a whole bunch. So here's another. Look at the size of this one. Boom. That's a big one. Right? And it's like, oh, claw. I've got this one. Rah. It's like molten lava on the sides. Anyway, I love it. All right, super cool. All right, let me grab Daniel because he's here now. Danny, come here. You want to say hey to everybody? You want to get under the big fancy light? Okay, here comes Danny. He's adorable. Oh, there he goes. Do you want to look at everybody? He's like, no. God, no, I don't. Meow. Oh. Well, I'll just rub him back and forth. You can look at his fur. How about that? Here, look at his tummy. He's got like, he's like, I don't like that. His tummy looks like an ocelot. Will he show you? He's not showing you. Oh, poor Danny. He likes to snuggle, though. Okay. Are the Texas Girls group in Facebook? I'm not... Hang on. I'm not sure what the question was. Now, Danny, do you like these rings? What do you think? Which one is your favorite? You can't see him. He's like, come here, Danny. He's so cute. Yeah, he's adorable. Let's see. Thank you so... No! Oh, Daniel. Okay, he just stole my loop. Okay, now I know where my loop goes, only I can't blame you for all the other times I lost it. Give it, Danny. Ah, no. Okay. He's quick. Don't show his belly. No. He likes to snuggle a lot. Okay. Pardon me again. Go over there and hit that thumbs up, and I will talk to you guys later. I'm going to keep coming with a lot of the eBay for beginners videos, but I do have a lot more jewelry stuff. Somebody commented yesterday about my thread up, and we're like, how did you get it for 24 bucks? Y'all, I hoarded it. That's how I hoarded it. I think so, Karen. Daniel, he, when we adopted Daniel from no, that's my camera. Oh my gosh, let go. Yeah, the cord of my camera. When we adopted him, his name was Daniel, and she said that she thought that they had named him after Daniel Tiger. From here, play with your skunk. Look. Play with the skunk. Here, do that. Let's do the skunk. We'll have a kitty skunk show at the end. Meow meow. Meow meow meow. No, he's not interested. Okay, here it comes. I'm taking it away. Now it's mine. Nope, it's mine now. It's mine now. Let's see if I zoom out. If I zoom out, or is that zooming it in? How does this work? I don't know. Here, can you look up here, Danny? Look up here. No, it's not working. Okay, I'll talk to you guys soon. I'm glad you guys came, and I'll talk to you later. Bye, skunk.